Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Final Fantasy Series Access video, and today, some exciting news, at least for me. So I've been waiting a long time for Aang to get a new unit. So Aang is finally here, the OG finisher of back in the day. Everyone would use him because he did good damage. Now he's back as a new Asian unit. Unfortunately, he's also limited time, so yeah, if you care about that, it is what it is. If you don't care about that, it is what it is. Anyways, we have 2 step-ups this time, compared to the previous ones where there was only 1. At least from what they advertised. And so we've got, you know, it's everything that's usually is, though. I mean, honestly, at this point, they should probably be making them even better. But that's just me. The options here are actually not the worst. Like, Irvine, Galoof, and also Block are all good. If you get those, I mean, obviously you'd rather get Aang if you're going to be pulling for this banner, but it's something. Obviously, Ryus is not as good, but you did get those buffs, but whatever. Okay, so here he is, Aang. Let's talk about him. Reduces def, defense blows, morale damage, kind of, you know, everything you would expect. Unfortunately, he's SLB. I don't know why he's SLB when should be a Brave Shift unit, but whatever. I mean, they could have definitely made him a Brave Shift unit and have like Yan in the other form, but who am I to judge Guru's creativity, right? I'm not creative, right? So true Sunbreaker. So the previous one wasn't true, so this one is 1000 flat attack. Some avian killer, pretty typical of a bow, at least back in the day it used to be that way. And 100% TH, it's not really that great. And that is the S2R this time, I'm reading it right. And the TMR, the fair killer, I mean, so if you're gonna pull him and you get multiple copies, I think you should get multiple of this TMR. For sure, it's good. Anything that has multiple killers on it, even if it's something that's common, like Dragon, still the fairy and avian monsters is quite good. So good. And I heard he had I thought he had a good leader skill, but this isn't really that amazing. Someone was saying like he had 1000 leader skill. That's not 1000. Okay, so that's interesting that you would have this. This is something those probably locked to Clash Wars, or this is one of those 400% stat buffs, 300% LB damage buff that some other units are getting lately on the JP side. Boost water damage of LB, so a water amp. We'll see if that's good or not. Remember, it can stack. These vertex abilities can stack with other things, so if you already have 150% water amp and you can put more on top, that's kind of busted. Like, that's crazy. Alright, so let's look at this. Let's look at the banners here. Obviously, you probably want to go for. I would recommend probably just going for the cheaper one and just trying your luck if you really want to pull for Aang, because look at all the laps you need to spend to get to this. And we're gonna be talking about this card shortly, but what do you guys think? You guys think going for the second step up is better? I feel like it is, just because you want to be using as little lapis as possible. And honestly, if you have a bunch of tickets, if you have like over 100 tickets, maybe just use those instead, even, and not even think about the pity, because you're just trying to get at least one of them, right? Just for collector's sake, just try to get one of them. Or if you want to invest, just use more tickets, I guess, right? And that's gonna be it for that. There's not much else to really talk about in terms of banners. And updates to Clash Wars. Another more unit categories are now granted focus abilities during mania mode. Clash Wars category units are now granted a vertex ability during mania mode. Okay. The focus ability, focus energy, now grants a focus by 1,200. And then chance time has been extended to 3 turns. This is probably the biggest thing. I feel like after reading a lot of people's comments, I think this is probably the biggest thing out of all those other things. So that's something at least. Do we not even get a picture of this boss? Nope. Okay, so we don't even know what this boss looks like, but apparently it's a reskin from what I heard from the live stream. And by the way, the reason why I don't even do a live stream summary for global is because it's literally the same stuff that we get in the next news day anyways. So I could have made a summary of the stream, but then it just would have been a mirror of what I'm making today anyways. So reduces party's healing efficiency, efficacy. Not the best, not something you want to see. And in Inflicts Blind, you can just put stats out. Unless he has... doesn't say like he reduces status resistance, so you just put status immune in everybody. It's like, okay. Okay, and then there's not much else here, although it does tells you some stuff. Cool. Okay, so his vision card. Nothing really interesting here because the stats are too low. And then this card, it has the same effect of the top one where the stats are just too low. Does anyone still use these cards? Does anyone still chase for these cards? The artwork is good, but the artwork is not going to get you the W. The effects of the card are going to get you the W. So the stats are not 170. Obviously they won't, because those are like premium cards and stuff, but still I feel like at this point, especially at this point, you really shouldn't be chasing these kind of cards anymore. It doesn't matter how good of an effect it has, and this one isn't really that good anyways. You really shouldn't be chasing these. Neo Vision Plus is getting closer and closer, and we are almost there at this point. It's gonna be like early March, maybe mid-March, depending on if they make even more global banners. So we'll see how that goes, but it's getting closer, and your Lapis you're gonna have to save your Lapis, guys. You just have to. So while I'm really hyped with Aang, I'm probably just gonna use tickets in my opinion. Just gonna say that straight up. Anyways, we got 10+1 summon for a few weeks. That's pretty cool. Curated summon, the scam, which no one's ever told me that they've summoned on this. I keep asking every time it pops up, but no one ever says. Everyone says like, oh, I've got a few, but I can't get enough to actually summon with. So once again, I'm gonna ask, if you are a whale, I don't know if there are any of those out there, any left out there, but if you have you gotten enough to have 15 tickets? That's so many tickets to not even be able to choose one. You just get one. It's just one of. It's like tossing a roll of dice and seeing which one you get from 1 to 4. So I don't think I need to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Why even look at this? Do you see this right here? Here? Like, why would you ever spend Lapis on this? To get shards for units that you probably won't be using in Neo Vision Plus era anyways. Like, why? It's there to tempt you and maybe less informed people, and that's what I'm trying to do. That's why I always bring it up every time, because there are some people that are extremely casual and don't really know things, and then look at this and like, oh, that looks pretty cool. It's not cool. It's not pretty cool. No. Exchange Shop surprisingly actually has his fragments in there. So despite him being limited time, his fragments are actually in there. That's cool. These are the older ones, but Lyome is in here. But she's probably like 12 tickets or something really high to get her. So I wouldn't be too excited about that, but it is kind of interesting that she's in there. But his fragments are actually in here, so that makes it so... Okay, so they really want you to spend Lapis then, because that's crazy that his shards are in there. So he's not premium, but he is limited time. So hopefully he's still gonna have something good about him, because I really want Aang to be good. I've been looking forward to Aang getting a Neo Vision form for a very long time. And here's a special login with VIP coins, only 50, but still. And you get a Neo Vision guaranteed plus 10+1, pretty cool. Some Lapis, some more tickets, some of this stuff. Yeah, this login is pretty good. Yeah, you're gonna be eating pretty good with that login. And then we go over to this one and it's just like, okay, whatever. This one is just like, whatever, I mean. So, if you pull one of him, somehow through tickets and maybe just do like enough to get like 20 shards from the shop, and then you have EX1 at least. It's something. It's not gonna be great, but at least you have EX1. So they did mention something at I think during the live stream near the end or something that the Secret of Mana collab is coming to global on the 22nd. So I saw someone's comment saying like, what if they just made them like Neo Vision Plus units, like all the collab units, like Full Metal Alchemist and the Secret of Mana, but apparently they're not going to do that. I think that would have been a better idea for them just to have them Neo Vision Plus, because now it's so close, guys. Next week is so close. Like we're turning around. Like if you watch racing, we're turning around. The checkered flag is starting to wave a little. You can see it in the distance. It's that close. Are you gonna pull for Randy now? I don't know. It's a tough decision. Like all these decisions are really tough, especially the past few months. And especially last year, it's becoming incredibly tough to decide what you want to pull on. I'm going to try my absolute best as I continue to make reviews and things to make you guys informed on what you should pull, what you should not pull, or if you should just disregard my opinion entirely and just pull anyways. That's completely okay as well. But I'm going to try my best. It's going to be tough. This is probably the toughest part of my whole YouTube career, is trying to guide you guys in a certain way, like at least inform you, right? What you should pull, what you shouldn't pull. My prediction currently is just use tickets on Aang if you don't want to watch the review, or you're someone who doesn't watch the review because you already know if you want to pull or not. I would recommend just using tickets, or try get on the video. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, I want to just get them on the video summon." I'm probably gonna be built that way if I keep trying, because I did get several new units from the video summons. So guys, don't skip out on the video summons. They're very useful. And no, the ads are extremely annoying. I understand that, but those are temporary, where the unit you get is permanent. Alright, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching. Appreciate you as always, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.